so today we're going to be working with our bows. First, go ahead, put your bow hold on. Make sure everything is nice and curved, pinky right on top of the stick, and thumb always bent like a square in that little nook. Good. So do what I do. Flex up and down, kind of extending everything before bringing it back. So that's how it should look like from any angle. Always returning back to that O position. You see where that O is? In my thumb. There you go. Good. Twice as fast. Now as fast as you can. Very good. So that's working the dexterity of your bow hand fingers. Now, put your bow right side up, straighten the air. This time, we're going to do a few exercises. Make sure to be keeping your bow tip straight in the air, not this way, not this way, not this way. Straight in the air. And watch my wrist when we're doing this. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like the great big sun. Into your palm, curved pinky, bent thumb. Very good. You always want to make sure your bow hold is set up correctly, very nice and curved and relaxed most of all. Let's try that again. Ready, go. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like the great big sun. Into your palm, curved pinky, bent thumb. Very nice. So, I bet you notice my wrist is very flexible with this. It's not straight. It's not tense. Otherwise, the bow would be going very just stiff. It would look very stiff. No, but whenever we have to point the bow straight up in the air, it requires more of a wrist motion, a relaxed wrist motion. So now let's isolate that. Go ahead and either place your arm on something flat or hold it in place because we're just going to be using the wrist and the fingers right now. So micro version. Ready, go. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like the great big sun. Into your palm, curved pinky, bent thumb. So there, I'm sure you were able to feel more of that wrist movement, the wrist flexibility, as well as the fingers. Let's try that one more time, paying very close attention to the wrist and the finger movement again. Ready, go. Up like a rocket, down like the rain, back and forth like a choo-choo train. Round and round like the great big sun. Into your palm, curved pinky, bent thumb. Very nice job. So now, grab your instruments and place your bow at the frog on the A string. Keep in mind, violas, this is going to look a little bit different for you, but it should be about the same. So on the A string, my bow hold is very nice, very curved, very flexible, as we have been working on. So, there you go. Very nice and flexible. Now, keeping your bow on a string, go ahead and move to the middle part of the bow and freeze. Notice there, the bow hold is still pretty similar, but the index finger is a little bit more pressed into the bow. And notice how my bow hair moves, how my stick is close to touching the hairs. That's because the first finger, the index finger, is pressing down, not pressing down, but pinching a little bit, putting a little bit more weight. Now, move all the way back to the tip and freeze. Notice your bow hold there. The first finger is completely pressing. Do you see how the hair is very close to touching, at least in the middle of the stick? Very good. So here, even though it's further out, try to have your pinky and your thumb as curved as possible, okay? So now, let's go in reverse. Let's go up and stop at the middle. Notice how your bow hold kind of reforms its shape. The first finger isn't pressing as much, and everything's nice and curved. And go back up to the frog. And your bow hold has returned. Take the bow off the string, make sure everything's still nice and curved. Let's do that one more time, stopping in each part of the bow. From the frog to the middle. Ready, go. Check your bow hold, make sure it's still nice and curved. Flex it a little bit. From the middle to the tip. Ready, go. Flex a little bit. This one's going to be a little harder, but it will make sure that your pinky and your thumb are still curved. Very nice. And notice my shoulder isn't up at all. Everything is still relaxed, even though I'm at the tip. All that weight from your arm is transferred into this first finger. Back to the middle. Ready, go. Bow hold is reforming. Everything's nice and curved. Flex a little bit. And then back to the frog. Ready, go. Everything's still nice and curved and back to normal. Now notice my wrist is not straight. Otherwise my bow would look like that on the string. It is also not completely up because then it would look like that on the string. You want your bow always to remain parallel to the bridge. So one thing that these wrist exercises have been teaching you is how to bend it and flex your wrist as you go up and down. So notice how my wrist changes when I'm doing a down bow. It kind of goes towards the floor, right? It's a little bit flexible, and that flexibility makes sure that my my fingers are still nice and curved and my bow angle is still parallel to the bridge. Now watch what happens when I go up bow. My wrist is closer to my face. It's not completely straight, otherwise my bow would go like this, and it's not too far because it would go like that. Make sure it's parallel to the string, and there will be that nice gentle curve. The only time your wrist is ever straight is about right here, near the middle balance point area. So watch that as I do consecutive down and up bows. Did you see the difference? Now, put your bow and violin to the side with your hand. Keep it very nice and relaxed. Do this with me. This will help you get more of that wrist flexibility that you need. I call this jellyfish because it looks like a little jellyfish in the ocean with the Or if you prefer to think of it as a yo-yo, imagining that yo-yo come up and back into that bow hold position. That is generally the kind of movement your wrist should have when you're using the bow. Now, if you're having problems going from using smaller bows to longer bows, all you have to do is extend your arm using your elbow. Don't go back and forth. We call that pirate arm, and it looks more like a cello. For violin and viola, it's different. We open using our arms. On the instrument, this is correct. Notice how my elbow is opening up, as opposed to opening to the side using the pirate arm. Not only is that more uncomfortable, but it's harder to maintain control of the bow as the arm causes as the upper arm causes the entire arm to sway, losing that parallel bow. Try that with me, using the correct opening of the elbow. Ready, go. Very nice job, and thank you so much. Make sure to keep practicing that opening and the flexibility as well as the pinky push-ups, everything. If you have any questions, just please let us know. Thank you.